congratulations on your second place.
Thank you.
Tell me about the race today and how was the break initiated then?
The break was initiated just by a few riders just attacked, and I happened to be following wheels, and I found myself there and put in a couple hard pulls, and we just rotated through and didn't really get a lot of follow from the field. And once our gap initiated, our teammates just kept on following every move that tried to bridge up and kept the field at bay, and we just had a nice gap that just slowly grew, and from there it just stuck.
All right, so there were 3 of you off the front and then 5 bridged up. That's correct. You had Steve Ridney bridging up from your team. So what was going on at that point?
Steve came up to me and he asked how I was feeling, and he said he wasn't feeling so hot, and I said, okay, well, I'm feeling pretty good, and if we can make it stick together as a group, then we could have him for a lead out, or I could lead out him for a sprint, and if it breaks up again, then we tried to get me in the front group, and that's what happened. He kind of fell on a dagger and took the other Bissell rider out of the mix. So then it was just there were 5 riders with 1 Bissell, which was key for us, and we were able to capitalize on it.
All right, so and then so we were at the end. It was Paul Mock and yourself. Paul is known as a climber, and you have a pretty good finishing kick. What was going through your mind at that point in the final few laps?
Paul was sitting on pretty well, and I knew at some point he was going to attack, and it was at 3 or 4 to go that he actually attacked and kind of caught us off guard. Nobody responded, and I was towards the back, and I just didn't get a good jump. So I was hoping that the 4 of us could rotate through the 4 left in the breakaway and maybe reel Paul back in, and then if not, I could jump up on the final lap and attack with 1 to go.
Okay. And so tell me about your final lap. Is that what you where did you attack?
Yeah. About halfway up the hill, when it starts to get steep, I just attacked all the other riders in the breakaway, pulled off to the side, and nobody could react. And from the top of the hill, I looked back and I had about a 5-second gap, and I was able to hold it to the finish.
So was that the plan today, to try and isolate, not have too many Bissells in the move?
The plan was actually, we knew Bissell was going to get a hold of us or get a hold of everybody. We just wanted to minimize that and maybe hope for a top 5, top 3 on the podium.
All right, thanks, Jared.
Yeah.